Marty Nichols here from PF Bank Corp. Today, let's talk about Willie Sutton. As physicians, many of you know of Sutton's Law, which in essence says when you're diagnosing and treating a patient, start with the most obvious. Test, confirm it, or rule it out before you waste a lot of time, energy, and effort and money chasing other treatments and diagnoses. But how many of you know who Willie Sutton really was and how this law became named after him? Willie Sutton is considered one of the most successful bank robbers of all time. He started robbing banks in the early 1930s and is credited with over 100 successful robberies through the 40s and taking in roughly $2 million. In today's money, that's roughly $45 million. Not a bad gig. Willie was accredited with answering the FBI's question of, why do you rob banks, with the obvious? Because that's where the money is, Willie said. He denies making this statement, yet it's the basis of Sutton's Law in medicine, and it was the title of his first book. Why is this relevant? Because today, as independent physicians, you are being robbed daily. You're being robbed by a system that pays hospitals 3 to 8 times the amount for the same procedures that you do in your clinics or your ASCs. And many times it's you doing the procedure. They're robbing you of your autonomy. They're robbing you of your ability to participate in the revenue that you, your script, your patients, and your hard work is generating for all of those in the business of medicine. So, how does PF Bank Corp believe that we fix this? Let's start with the obvious. Let's simply go to where the money is. PF Bank Corp is a bank holding company that allows doctors from all specialties and geographies to come together in an entity that bridges the barriers start created. It helps to break down the division created, making physicians believe that you need to compete with each other in a market where the demand for your services strips the supply of physician availability. Now, a lot of people have been telling you this, but few point out a roadmap or tell you how to truly solve the problem. PF Bank Corp believes we have a solution. Step 1, come together in a bank holding company. Step number 2, use that money to buy rather than rob a bank. 3, start participating in all the verticals such as wealth management. How many of you people and how much money do you pay for wealth management and IRA services simply for yourself and your employees? Insurance, health insurance, employee health insurance. You guys are writing checks for millions of dollars every single month for the insurance, health insurance for your employees. You can own it. We believe the bank holding company could even take us into hospital ownership, as well as all the other verticals that your work supports. And we do this through coming together in the entity of the bank holding company. And then step 4, and this is a really important step. We use this unified platform to get one voice to go to Capitol Hill and affect the changes that you and your patients deserve. How many of you are aware that RFK just last week met with several CEOs of the large hospital chains? There, they discussed their view on fixing the problems that we know of in healthcare today. The reports from the CEOs came back that said RFK Jr. was a good listener and that he was very interested in VBC and other aspects that they shared with him on how to change healthcare. What they didn't share with him was that the V in VBC is for the benefit of the hospitals, not you and your patients. We need to get your voice heard. Combined, doctors represent $377 billion in income alone. The ambulatory surgery center market is estimated right now at about $47.5 billion, and it's one of the fastest growing segments within the medical industry. How many of you believe that doctors are getting $400 billion of representation up on Capitol Hill and in the aspects or in the business of medicine? So let's start with the obvious. Come to where the money is, banking. And remember, it's your capital. Own it. Nichols out.